with another exciting episode of I don't know what this is called. But anyway, so I just wanted to give you an update on me from my MRT test. So it's been a week since I've switched to the diet. I've tried things I haven't tried in a long time, like soy sauce, eggs. I even this weekend on a steak had garlic butter, um, and I was fine. So I wanted to kind of report that so far I've tried some of these things that were kind of off my personal list, and actually my stomach has felt fine. Give you an idea, one interesting thing was that my weight loss, I actually lost 3 pounds. I was 176 when I kind of got the results. I'm now down to 173, but my weight has been consistent. It's consistently gone down. And even with the fact that, to be honest, I was a little pouty eating. So what that is I was basically, I couldn't eat my popcorn, I couldn't eat popcorners. So I was eating a lot of potato chips because that's basically the only snack that I could eat that was fun. I mean, candy was out, the whole thing was out. And we'll get into corn and all those issues at some other point. But even with that pouty eating, as I call it, my weight went down. And one thing that was interesting, if you know me and you've seen me in the mornings at Soldier Fit, you always see me checking my body fat. And it was very frustrating with that dang thing that we use because it would always fluctuate so much. And what was interesting is that my body fat went up and then it stabilized, and every day it was the same, and then it started to go down. So now I'm down 16% body fat. I was in the 17s, now down to 16. But before it would fluctuate a lot, and now it didn't. It's just been very consistent, not only on the Fitbit scale, but when I go to Soldier Fit, the numbers are pretty similar. So I think something might have had to do with the fact that, maybe nights where I had corn chips or something, then my body fat would go up because I'm retaining water. Like, there was something going on, but I've noticed now that it's been more consistent. So that was kind of interesting for my first week, but I'm feeling fine. And I've tried some things, but I will be trying ice cream on this Friday. And I'll probably videotape it because a lot of people have asked me to videotape. They want to see me, they want to watch me eat ice cream for the first time since I was 14 years old. So with that said, we have Dawn's results came in. Now, Dawn's background is different from mine. I had a lot of stomach problems as a kid. Dawn was pretty much one of you normie people. Well, everything was fine. Occasionally, she would have problems with gut issues where her stomach would bother her. So she tried different things. Then she went gluten-free. Felt like it helped, but it didn't really, it would still come and go. And so we were really interested to hear what her results are. You have me, bad stomach problems, Dawn, normal. So for her, the main thing on the chemical side, red dye number 3 was huge for her. So we share that in common. But her red dye 4 was fine. Other things on there, aspartame was on there, and some other chemicals, saccharin for her chemicals. Flavor enhancers, maple, mint, like I have, and cumin was red for her too. So those were interesting. On the fruit side, grapefruit, pear, blueberries, and cantaloupe were for her. Vegetables, again, celery, cucumber, lettuce, same as me, was on that side. So when we got to the grains, this was the part that made me laugh. So she has no problem with wheat. What she has a problem with, if you could see the test, is corn. No gluten. She's probably been gluten-free for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years maybe? 2 or 3 years? And corn was the issue. Now, what's interesting about corn is that when you go gluten-free, those products tend to kind of stay away from the corn side of things. And we think that that's why she was feeling better with the gluten-free diet, because it wasn't full of corn. Now, if you start to look at labels, and I could go a whole 10 minutes talking about corn and basically everything, that is no joke and everything. The corn was the issue for her all along. She has, now remember, gluten is beer, pizza, etc., and she's eaten all that stuff this past week and not had a problem. So that's been interesting. Went pizza and beer, which is the two probably gluten bombs right there, and she was fine. So it's just something to think about and something that we're both working towards. So she's definitely team corn, We're Team Corn, but I'm stuck in an island with Team Gluten. Last couple things, tapioca and cola were one, lima beans, and the other one that came up yellow was pork, which we thought was kind of interesting too. Pork is, for me, a ham and bacon. So there you have it. So her results, the most interesting thing, and that goes for a lot of people. A lot of people will go gluten-free and thinking, but then be like, oh, well, my stomach's still kind of bothering me. Maybe the problem isn't gluten at all for you, and it's maybe something like corn. So that was kind of the most interesting thing that we discovered for her so far. So that's basically her results. One thing we want to point out too, that we have something very, I will use the word unique, coming for everyone here. A lot of people have asked me about the test. Where can they get the test? You'll be able to get the test through us, and we have a whole, and I'll just say it again, unique way and an explanation of, you'll be like, what is he talking about? You'll find out in the next couple of days about how you can get the test through us in a way that is not even possible. This test is for, you're talking your Olympic athletes, Major League Baseball players, football players. They all use this test as part of how they start their nutrition program. That's just how I learned about it, was through the former nutritionist for the Jets. I heard him talk about this test. And now we want to bring the test to us normal people, not professional athletes. So all of that is coming soon. Thanks for watching, and look for that announcement coming soon. Thanks.